So, Natasha, it seems like the 3 months you were given to live are just about over, aren't they? Finally, I'll be able to marry Rebecca, my one true love.
Excuse me? What are you talking about, Jeremy? I literally just said that I was going on a business trip, and you think I'm never going to be coming home again or something? Besides, Rebecca is the name of my oldest friend. You aren't being serious about her, right?
No, I'm talking about the exact same Rebecca you are. It was about a year ago, when you or I were having that housewarming party. That's when we first got to know each other and fell in love. Before long, we had exchanged numbers and were going on dates with each other all over town. And when I say goodbye to her, I can feel my heart pining a mere 10 minutes later.
Really? Because it sounds to me like you've just been having an affair with Rebecca behind my back.
Are you kidding me? Is that all you got out of that? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter since you'll be dead soon. You can say all the cruel things to me that you want. Soon I won't have to worry about you anymore.
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about. You're not making any sense at all.
Oh, please. Why try and hide it from me when I already know it? I heard you talking on the phone with someone about only having 3 months to live.
Ah, you mean you were listening to my phone conversations?
That's right. So now all about how you were giving your death sentence, and now it's gonna hold 3 months. Soon you'll die and I won't have to worry about pay for the alimony or splitting up our things. It'll be the perfect ending to this wedding. Oh crap, did I remember to sign you up for a life insurance policy?
I really can't believe what I'm reading right now.
And I just know I'm going to be able to use the pity I get once you're gone to get so many things out of different people. Everyone will be bending over backwards for the poor widow husband who stood by your side until your final breath.
Well then, I hope you can allow me to ask you one more question before I go. Just how many times did you see Rebecca without me knowing?
Is that really the last thing you want to hear from me before you finally kick the bucket? Well, far be it from me to deny someone their final wish. I already told you that we first really started seeing each other about a year ago. But ever since then, we always find excuses to go out or even run errands together. So I say it's been almost every day since then.
So then, all the times that you told me you were having to stay late because of overtime were really...
That's right. It was always about me spending more time with Rebecca instead. I practically moved into her place once I heard that you only had 3 months to live.
And I take it this was right around the time that I left for my long business trip that I'm on right now, yes?
That's right. But even before then, it's not like you ever had any idea what was really going on between us.
I see. I think I finally understand the full picture. And this is really the last thing that you want to say to me before I die?
It won't matter at all when you're buried in the dirt. All you've been is an obstacle to me getting to spend all the time I want with the true love of my life.
I really hope that you didn't spend too much time trying to think of these petty little things to say to me. You sound more like a little kid dying for attention than you do a proper man.
And just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
I mean that I don't know if you've been hit in the head lately, but you're acting like a moron, Jeremy.
You're still not making any sense, you walking dead woman.
I thought you said that I was allowed to say whatever mean thing I wanted to you, no?
Oh, right. I guess I did say something like that, didn't I?
Anyways, I suppose I've gotten enough out of you, so I'll be taking my leave now.
Oh, you will be taking your leave, I'm sure about that. You know, for a dead woman, you seem to be awful snug. Not that it's going to make a difference. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask what hospital it was that you're in. I imagine since you're on death's door, you're probably wasting away at some hospital bed somewhere, right? I was just curious since I haven't gotten a call from anywhere.
And just why would you want to know something like that? Would you come and say goodbye to me if you knew where I was?
In your dreams. I just need to know so that if someone asks me, I'll have an answer for them and come off looking like a good husband. It's a little thing called thinking ahead. I guess you haven't had to do much of that lately, though.
I see. So basically you want to make sure that you have your story straight about how your wife died before you married Rebecca. Is that right?
And just why do you care about any of that anyways, huh?
Well, first of all, I'm not in any hospital right now.
Oh, really? You're not? So you're just lying at bed at home withering away then? Well, thanks for letting me know. I'll be sure to avoid coming home then.
Are we done here? I still have some errands I need to finish.
Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something? Why would a person with mere hours to live be worried about running errands? Oh well, it's not my life. Just make sure you get the most out of your final hours on Earth.
You know, more than anything, I just feel bad for Rebecca.
Maybe you should be more worried about yourself, because Rebecca and I are about to take a week-long vacation together. Hey, Natasha! What the heck is going on here? Why is all this now about you suing me? This doesn't make any sense! You're supposed to be dead!
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I'm only acting well within my rights because you were cheating on me.
But this is pointless! Even if you are somehow still alive, you must really be dying any day now. What's the point of trying to get money from me if I'm just going to inherit it all when you die anyways?
You think that you're going to inherit all my things when I'm gone? I don't know if you can count on things that are so far in the future, Jeremy.
What are you talking about? You're already on borrowed time. I thought you were dead already.
I'm afraid that I was never given any kind of death sentence.
But I heard it on the phone. You were talking to someone and they said that, right?
That's right, I was talking on the phone to someone. But the one who was given 3 months to live wasn't me, but that person I was talking to.
Are you kidding me? Well then who the heck were you talking to on the phone?
That would be Rebecca.
I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
I mean, that the person I was talking to on the phone the day that you were listening in was Rebecca.
No, that can't be right.
It's true. She called to tell me that she only had 3 months to live and that she wanted to spend them with you. But you only heard one half of the conversation and thought that it was me that wasn't long for this world.
So then, it was really Rebecca who only had 3 months to live? Natasha! I want you to know that Rebecca and I are through!
What are you talking about now, Jeremy?
Look, I was really shocked when you told me that it was actually Rebecca who only had a few months to live. But then I realized that there was no point in staying with someone who was so close to death. Plus, I figure I already have a wife who's healthy and I didn't need a girl like Rebecca anymore. So anyways, we could just go back to the way things were now. I was thinking that you could cook my favorite meal to celebrate putting this all behind us.
Jeremy, I'm afraid that you're making a huge mistake again. First of all, I'm still going to divorce you. And second of all, you are still going to pay me for your affair with Rebecca.
What? But why would you do this to me?
I don't care if you and Rebecca did break up. You still cheated on me.
But it didn't mean anything. I was just fooling around a little is all.
That's just the problem. You were fooling around while married. Honestly, I have no idea why you think I would want to stay with you after all of that. Even if we did stay together, it wouldn't fix anything that you did.
No, hold on. This isn't how this was supposed to go. You're supposed to be happy that I chose you in the end. This is a good thing. Be happy!
Let me let you in on a little secret you might not be aware of.
What more could you possibly have to tell me?
Do you know what Rebecca's friends call her behind her back at all?
I have no idea. What do they call her?
They call her a cheater and a liar.
They call her a liar?
Not only that, but she's well known for how cunning and sneaky she can be.
But I don't get it. That isn't the Rebecca that I know.
Well, that's because she is the type of person who would lie to anyone to get what she wants.
Wait a second. Does that mean that she's not actually dying right now?
That's right. It was all a pathetic little lie to try and get me to give you up to her.
Oh, come on! That's just ridiculous!
I know it sounds crazy, but she's been like this ever since we were kids, actually. She would always lie about being sick or hurt or whatever else to get people to feel sorry for her and let her do whatever she wanted. So when she called telling me that she had months to live, I figured it could only be another one of these plots. I didn't really think much of it until you came to me thinking that I was the one who was dying, and then you revealed all about your affair with her. You admitted to every little detail of your affair with Rebecca, and saved me the effort of needing to find any evidence.
But that means there was no reason for me to break up with Rebecca in the first place! I can't believe it. Rebecca totally just blew me off. I told her that I forgave her for lying about dying because I knew she only did it to be with me. But she said she was already over me. How'd they all come to this?
Oh, I guess I forgot to tell you one last thing about the kind of person Rebecca is.
What do you mean? What did I miss?
Well, the moment anyone shows any disinterest in her, she automatically loses any positive feelings towards that person. She might have loved you one day, but now she'll be nothing but frigid. Really, she's just a very prideful person.
I had no idea about any of that!
Well, I'm afraid that you already blew up any chance you had with her when you two broke up the first time. She's probably already moved on to some other guy by now. She does tend to work awfully fast.
I really had no idea that she was that kind of woman, though. You should have warned me. Why didn't you say that it wasn't you who was dying but Rebecca? And why didn't you tell me that the whole thing was probably just a lie anyways? You knew all along!
I already told you about how Rebecca and I don't really get along anymore, right?
Did you tell me that?
I told you all about how for the past few years, her attitude has been getting worse and worse, and she keeps treating her friends poorly.
But you know that I hardly listen to you when you gripe about stuff like that.
Okay, well, that's entirely on you. Besides, you're the one who went out cheating. Did you forget about the ring on your finger? I don't have any more time for your nonsense, Jeremy. You will pay for what you've done, and that is final. A few days after that conversation, Rebecca's parents wired the money we agreed to in order to settle Rebecca's affair out of court. Then, it was Jeremy's turn to pay. Once I had money from them both, the divorce proceedings went very smoothly. In the meantime, I had moved back in with my parents for some extra support. While there, Jeremy wouldn't stop texting me, begging for me to take him back. Finally, he showed up to my parents' place, and my dad flew out of the front door in a rage, screaming that he'd get off his property. After that, I heard through the grapevine that he'd began stalking Rebecca's new boyfriend. Unable to accept defeat, he stalked the couple through the city and continuously harassed Rebecca to take him back. Wooed by his tenacity, Rebecca agreed and the two got married, although I can't imagine there was much between the two of them.